Well, good afternoon to you. Day in Monday. I got my little confession to you now. The next 5 days. I'm recording this. This is the weekend before. I think it's the 14th today or 15th. And I'm recording these because I shall be unavailable for a couple of days to do the recording as I normally do. So I just didn't want to nobody go worrying mine. It'll be all right. I'm going to do one for every day of the week, so I can still put them on. But anyhow. Don't go worrying. Just stay in and stay safe. That's the most important thing of all. And the weather ain't looking bad this weekend and Sunday days. That's nice, that'll be all right. But if anybody, well, you can still contact me. There's no worries. Might take a bit longer to get to the machine, but we'll be all right. So anyhow, I can't say much about the weather this week or nothing like that because I don't know. I can't go over the recording. I'm just going to do them and let's get on with it. So it'll be all right. Now this here one by Liz Arman is Aunt Sarah and the Chimney. I thought I'd let you know how we're keeping. She's writing a letter, see, to her nephew and niece. Uncle Alfred had a stomach trouble. What does he expect when he will eat a hot, heavy cake on top of a pasty half a yard long, followed by rhubarb tart and cream? No human stomach can take it. Perhaps you'll learn one day. As for the news down here, my auntie neighbour went out and painted flowers all round her front door, painted her dustbin to match too. The dustbin never emptied it for 3 weeks, thinking it was a garden ornament. It was stinking so bad that not even the cats would go near him. So Alfred went out in the middle of the night with a drop of paraffin and set fire to him. Then put paint to the roses round the bin. There's some wonders about nowadays, isn't there? They even got telephones on beaches. We went down Perrin Beach with the children and saw this little box stuck up on a plank. What's that for, says I. Well, life-saving, says boy Peter. Upon that, the box started ringing. What does that mean, I asked him. That to mean, said Peter, that someone out to sea is drowning and is ringing up for help. Well, I was thinking we'd better answer when it stopped. So now I shall never know if the man ringing up for help was life-saved or no. We went to the concert up the chapel schoolroom last week. Some people will make spectacles of themselves, won't they? There was a bunch of women who ought to know better up in the stage, dressed up in their gathered shirts and with handkerchiefs tied round their heads, trying to do a dance. Village maidens, said Minister, called them, and how the ladies were to be congratulated as they'd done their choreography themselves. I could see what he meant by choreography, because such things kurgan and keekan in your life. Village maidens, not one of them have been a maiden for 40 years or more. Grannies, every one of them, up there showing their drawers and various veins. I reckon they're all in bed with bad backs this week. I gone and got myself a little job doing for an old gentleman up the street. He's come from up country, You can always tell because he got a bit of an odd job understanding what I to say. The other day his clock stopped and he was going to take it to be mended. Cuss on, I said, I'll give him to our Richard. He'll take him abroad and fix him. Oh no, said Mr. Smith, there's no need to go all that trouble and expense. I'm sure there is someone in Cornwall who could mend it. No need to take him to foreign parts. See what I mean, do I? Alfred done a brave thing last week. The old chimney been smoking, I said. We'll have a sweep in. No need do that, said Alfred. Charlie next door got a set of brushes. I'll borrow they and do it myself. When I wasn't very anxious, because Fred isn't the world's best handyman, he took umbrage and said, My dear woman, any fool can sweep a chimney. All you've got to do is push the brush up and keep turning to the right. I was given orders to keep out the way, so I gave him plenty of covers for the furniture and went into the kitchen and said a prayer. I heard grunts and groans and rattling and knocking and what sounded like the roof falling in. Then I heard a very weak call. Sarah Ann, can he spare a minute? What a sight met my eyes. That natural fool never put a sack up to the front of the fireplace, and he was kneeling in front of the hearth, covered from top to toe in soot. Soot was falling on everything like dust from a volcano. The poor goldfish was swimming round like one demented. There was so much soot in the bowl. It come out like a avalanche, said Alfred, and what's more, I forgot to keep turning to the right, so the brush is stuck up the chimney. I thought any old fool can sweep a chimney. There's only 2 ways to unstuck a brush up a flue. One is to climb up on the roof and drop a rock down, or stick a paraffin rag up and set fire to it. I thought of Alfred's blood pressure and couldn't face having a spasm on the roof, so we decided to set fire to it. That was a mistake, for when the brush caught light, it set fire to what was left up there. and he all come floating out in the room like mackerel swimming round. In the end, we have the fire brigade, and that was a disaster because afterwards I felt we had been stuck by a tidal wave. It took us days to clean up, and we had to pepper and paint the room. And when Alfred said to me, "It's one good thing the chimney had us good clear out," I tell you, I throwed the brush at him. He've looked some sheepish ever since. Now, before I close, I'll just tell you this. You know our boy James got married. Well, the night before the wedding, Alfred took James down to the parlour to have a few words. I suppose Alfred is going to tell him about the facts of life, I thought. I reckon I'd learn something now. I heard Alfred say, "You're going to be married, my boy. Well, one thing you must always remember, the woman is the weaker vessel, and you must always give in to her." "That's all very well, Uncle," said James, "but tell me, what if she's on the wrong tack?" I could almost hear Alfred thinking. Then he said, "That don't matter, my son. You must give in to her just the same. Never forget, boy, the women are always right." I thought to myself, "Sarah Ann, I have took you 50 years to get Alfred to see sense. Everything to come to she that to wait long enough. Now, my loves, I better say so long. Uncle Alfred do send his kind regards. Give the child a dear kiss." Thank you very much.